Yo, it's the Land Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening, dudes? Yeah. What's up? What's happening? So, currently I'm trying to charge my phone and I left my, other power bank at the house. So, we're just have to run this charge though. Off a fully charged GoPro battery. We're gonna see how long it lasts. I don't know, guys, because we want to have our phone charged as well, so that we can see the comments. Because if we don't see the comments, then it's just some dude fishing, and then who wants to see that? Nobody. So as you guys saw, we ended up catching another fish while we were there. There's one other fish that was caught. Well, you guys weren't here, and that fish was Cuba Moon. What's happening? That fish was a little Juan, so I didn't really post a picture of that little Juan. Now we have changed some of our baits. We kind of just while we were out here, fished one of these. I don't know, it was like look at all those little fish. It was like a little flat but way deep. It was like in 15 feet or so, and it dropped off. Maybe it was like 20, and then it dropped off into 25 to 30. We fished it for a little bit, and then we ended up catching that fish right there, the little John. We now are throwing a Lucky Craft deep diver. I don't even remember what it's called. Let me just verify that we are in the right spot. Well, we are right spot-ish. We are right spot adjacent. Cuba 22. Oh, Dead Rabbit bought a video camera. Oh, so the other thing is, guys, the moderator has provided us with another mod box. So we'll see if this mod box, somebody jackhammering over there, and I don't mean jackhammering like a chatterbait, but it's somebody jackhammering over there. Maybe. Actually, you know what? I'll plug it into the boat, and then we'll see if we can kind of keep the charge for a little bit, because we do have a new mod box. So we take this, plug it into the boat. I can't tell if it's charging. Anyways, so the moderator got us a new mod box, so we can see if it's the mod box, because we currently have no heating issues, because we're set up to overcome that. And now the only problem that we have is this unknown power issue, but we believe that it stems from the mod box. So little by little, the troubleshooting is starting to figure it out. It's just taking some time. So if this doesn't solve the issue, then we're just gonna shut down the show and not care. We're just gonna be out like, bro, it's already too many gray hairs that this thing is causing. Well, Dead Rabbit, I'll tell you, sometimes life is good, real good, and sometimes it's dumb. and the GoPro is behaving dumb. A lot of variables here. But I will also tell you guys that this Lucky Craft Deep Diver, it has a whole different feel than the Strike King Deep Diver. Let me see what this bait is called as soon as I bring them out the trenches. This bait is called Flat CB D-20 for finesse deep cranking. Washalo. Keep your pinky up there, bro. Finesse deep cranking. Dang, bro. I didn't know I was throwing some finesse. Finesse deep cranking. Yo, Josie, you are back. All right, guys, so since Josie is here, we're good, Josie, we're good. Life is good, real good. So we're gonna show these pictures of Josie's fish. Since we finally, Josie, I didn't want to show them while you weren't here because that just didn't seem right. You know what I'm saying? But we finally received the email from Josie. So now we can put shine on Josie's fish. So, we're gonna first have to put shade on Josie's fish and then we can put shine. So, story goes, Josie was out there fishing in the water, and I mean literally fishing in the water. So that's cool. And then, Josie ended up catching this smallmouth right here. Hopefully that's visible and I'm not moving around like crazy. Can you guys see that? Or are we just not blocking enough? Let's see. What if we do it this way? Boom. There's Josie's fish. And then there's Josie's fish again. We're bobbing and weaving here, boys and girls. And then there's Josie's fish a third time. So thank you for struggling through that whole process there, Josie. We appreciate you sending in those photos. It just took a long time for us to be able to put some shine on those because for some reason, we couldn't get it to work. Colin, let's see how long this whole setup works. Just FYI, Colin, we have fishy angler, you can send your pictures to latinbassassin@gmail.com. Colin, potential chartreuse domes. That is latinbassassin@gmail.com. Be aware, ladies and gentlemen. Potential chartreuse dome. Breakfast is served. Potential. But yeah, guys, so we fished a little bit of these. We caught that fish maybe off of a ledge, allegedly. That was an allegedly or an alleged fish off of there. But anyways, so my dudes, we are throwing this deep diving crank right here. It is about like 15 feet deep. We are trying to dredge them up. But now that everybody, you know, is popping in, do not forget about that subscriber giveaway. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in the 2.5K subscriber giveaway video, and you will be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. It is that easy, bro. Subscribe, put a comment in the 2.5K. We are drawing that today at 5 p.m. Central. So, dudes, this is your last chance. Before 5 p.m., your comment must be placed in that video. If you do that, you got a chance to win $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. We have two more drawings after this in order, well, two more drawings after this to catch up to, well, to catch up to the ones that we owe. Yeah, dudes, we came over here. I mean, we're just over here fishing around. We'll move to a different spot before some storms come in. They're supposed to come in like at 3 or something, but we're just out here casting around, fishing around, finding out. Fishing Adventures, what's up? What's happening? How you living? Yo, I've been there, fishy angler. Sometimes it's crazy out here. Sometimes it's crazy tough, dog. But we're gonna still grind. The toughest part out here is keeping all the equipment working, not having everything die on us. So we're gonna move a little bit forward, and then I'm gonna spot lock and see how we're positioned, because we don't have a fish finder in the front right now. We're just kind of fishing by a little bit by feel. But let's see what's going down. Remember, guys, we are in search of the 6-pounder. The 6-pounder will pay out a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card if it is caught live. If we catch it live, which we've done it before, we've done it twice this month. If we catch it live, the people watching on the live can put the comment requested in the comments, and boom, random drawing from those names that put in a comment, the said comment for the said time frame. So my dudes, we're looking, we're trying, we're grinding. We're also looking for tags. If we catch a tagged fish, that means that we will have just won $1,500. That is 15 hundos, and I will share with the people in a random drawing that watch me catch that live. I will hook them up in the random drawing, only one person. I will hook them up with a hundo of the 15 hundos. And we will go from there, guys, because, oh, you son of a fish. Bros, there was one that just came up, bro. Dudes, Like this, this is how I'm gonna describe it to you. I brought the bait up just to let it do its thing. And then a fish came up and I felt it. I saw it, it was not that big, it was a spot. I felt it give it a little kiss, a little hug, kiss, kiss, big hug, little kiss. He gave him a little kiss, bro, and then he swam back down. He just went up to the belly of the bait, gave it a little kiss, and I felt the entire thing because I saw it as well. And I was like, what the heck? Boom, gave it a little kiss. It was crazy. Now, I'm hoping a bigger one comes and gives it, well, there's a little kiss. We got a little kiss. Oh, and we got some homies kissing it. Bros, hey, 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 shake those maracas, bro. This must be a Mexican spotted bass because he's out here shaking the maracas like crazy. But my dudes, that I saw a homie with this guy, so they can't be very big. But he shook the maracas for everyone. He was out here. I didn't even know there were Mexican spotted bass. But he definitely shook those maracas, bros. These Lucky Craft jerk baits, deep diving cranks, they have maracas in them, apparently. So this is a little Juan, dudes. No big deal. We'll just let them go right back in, and we'll handle the business. Now let's see what the comments are saying. I want to register for the tag bass, but I've never caught one. Dude, I have never caught one either, bro. So fishy angler, that's life. I entered, but says end of day Tuesday. Okay, guys, so apparently our fish finder is going to get here end of day Tuesday. Que pues, bros. End of day Tuesday, it keeps on shifting. All right, my dudes. End of day Tuesday, these guys just want to keep it rough on me out here fishing with no front fish finder. But anyways, so my dudes, remember about that subscriber giveaway. Now that one was not enough. That wasn't a BBL, the BBL that we're looking for. And if you're new to the channel, BBL stands for Big Bass Live, as this is the home of the Big Bass Live, the Rodcast. We will attempt to pay out the homies if we can catch that fool. I can't believe the two little homies came back to kiss my crankbait. It was so cute. It would have been better if they kissed both sides and I'll be like, oh, I got two, but I didn't. So we caught that little guy. I don't know. Mike said that there's weather already in Madison, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on the situation here, guys, because we're not looking to get caught out here in some lightning and whatnot. But yes, guys, the moderator did hook us up with another mod box. So in theory, this GoPro should not die anymore if the mod box was the problem. We have the heating issue. It should be solved. The mod box is the only other option of something that could have been the problem, unless it's the cable. Nobody knows. We've switched out the cable already, so you know. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know we will eventually get to the bottom of this. It's kind of like fishing, but we're fishing for, I'm right on top of the spot. Que pues, bro. I'm too on the spot, as they say. Can a person be too on the spot? Apparently you can, because I am currently on the spot. But it's all good. We'll pull off a little bit. Maybe we'll fan cast around us because, as I believe, my dudes, I am only where the good Lord puts me, and I will make the best of it. Let's see what the comments say as the phone is charging. Be back later. We got storms coming. Be careful. Oh, thanks, dog. Hey, did you send your picture, dog? Yeah, dog, you gotta be like a prize fighter out here. Dodging the weather, dog. You gotta be all like, dang, this weather is crazy. We'll let the weather have that round, and then we'll come back out later. And I will stay hydrated, homie. Let's moonwalk a little bit. All right, guys, while we're moonwalking, I do want to tell you guys a little story. This story it's going to be unbelievable, bros. The story is going to be unbelievable, but I assure you, it is 100% true to life. My dudes. And as I tell this story, bros, I am not telling it in any way, shape, or form disrespectful or anything at all. But I need to tell you guys something that happened. And that is why, I am just casting. I'm going through muscle memory cast right now. But, so here's the thing, guys. I was on the phone talking to somebody. I'm on the phone talking to somebody. And, if that individual wants to expose themselves, expose their identity, not themselves, but expose their identity, then so be it. No big deal. But what I'm saying here, guys, is that, let me check if Fish Angler actually sent the picture. Or if I just, nope, no picture. Got it. Mike, I'm assuming I did an update. Don't know which update, but I've done some updates. So I'm on the phone with an individual, right? And we're just talking. And, well, of course, I'll throw this in there, I caught a fish and whatnot. But I end up catching a fish over there at the 69 bridge. And I'm just chilling right there. I'm waiting for the moderator to bring the mod box. So as I chill there for this mod box, there is an individual, and we will just refer to them as an individual. There's an individual that is asking me questions from atop that bridge. And that individual was asking me what the depth was on that bridge. And then I told that individual, around here it's about 15. Over there behind me is about 25 to 30. So the individual was like, okay. But of course I had to yell it a couple times because traffic and whatnot. So I end up hanging out there, still talking on the phone. And I got my back essentially, like quarter turned towards this individual on the bridge. And as I'm hanging out, all of a sudden I just hear a splash right next to me. And the individual had apparently decided that they wanted to jump from said bridge. And I asked, well, the individual was kind of just floating there. And I asked this individual, are you all right? And the individual was floating for a little bit. Then they stated to me that they were not all right. And rather than go into all the details of this individual's situation, the individual said they were not all right. And I just asked how I could help. And then after we spoke for a little bit, the individual then came to the edge of my boat and started working their way down to the back of the boat. And they asked me if I could drop them off, I guess somewhere, like in the, either at the dock or something, but their vehicle was there on the bridge. So at that point in time, well, I told that individual, well, hold on. Like, dude, I got to figure out what's going on here. And the individual was assuring me that they just needed a ride to somewhere. And there's a fish. They just needed a ride to somewhere, but oh, what a little guy. It was a little guy, guys. So these guys must be a whole bunch of little guys. So they would just need a ride to, I don't know, the dock or wherever. But I don't know this individual. So the individual started making their way to the back of my boat. And I said, well, hold on. I'm not just gonna let anybody on this boat, bro. So we're gonna have you stay exactly right there. I have no idea what your intentions are on this boat. I don't know if you have weapons. I don't know anything about you. So the best that we're gonna do here is I will give you a ride, you holding on at the back of the boat, and I will not turn on the main motor, but I will turn on the trolling motor, and I will take you wherever you need to go. And this individual was, I don't know if they were okay with that option, but eventually the individual, and this was a situation that spanned some time. So it wasn't like it just happened as fast as I'm telling it, because there was conversations and stuff. So the individual said, well, I don't know, can you then, if I can't get on the boat, can you just then drop me off here at the bank? Like, just move off to wherever the bank was. And I was like, that's fine with me, but I cannot let you on this boat because I don't know what your intentions are. So the individual eventually ended up getting on the bank and, basically going back up the riprap and then getting into their vehicle and driving off. But it was one of the weirdest situations that I have ever been a part of on this lake, because some things weren't adding up and it was just, I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that I did not allow this individual on my boat. The individual, as far as I know, from the point in which we parted ways, the individual was safe. But after that, it was out of my hands. So it was crazy. It did get me potentially a little shook. I'm just all like, what the heck was that? That doesn't make any sense. How? Why? All that stuff. So, maybe that's why I don't even have my sun covers on, nothing. We're just out here throwing lines. But surprisingly, still catching a fish or two. So it was something, I don't know, something to behold. It was not something that I would wish on anybody, and the individual seemed like they might not have been in the right headspace. Let's call it that. But I mean, you want to help out the individual, but you also have to be cognizant of your own safety as well, because you have no idea what the intentions of this individual are. So it was a tough situation to be in, because you don't want to leave that individual there, but you also don't want to give an opening to somebody to potentially harm you. So I don't know. It was just one of the oddest moments that I had ever been a part of. I did not, bro, because I didn't land him. I just released the dock. So, Dead Rabbit, I did eventually notify the authorities of said individual and potential headspace. But at that point in time, I believe the individual had already entered their vehicle, and the officers might have found him, might not have. There was nobody. They were already on the road by the time I notified the authorities. So hopefully the whole situation gets resolved. But I mean, there's plenty of details in there that I've left out just for the sake of that individual. And again, I don't know this individual. This is just an individual that decided at that point in time they wanted to jump in the lake for whatever reasons they had. But it was an intense situation. Needless to say, when someone is trying to commandeer your boat, well, I guess they weren't trying to commandeer my boat, but they were trying to enter my boat. That was a little bit concerning. Just some weird things, bros. Super weird. I don't know how to explain it other than that was weird. But here we go. We continue casting and we continue trying to get us a BBL. Now, I should probably put my sun covers on, but I don't have my Mr. Rogers shoes. But let me get a drink of water before I try and get my sun covers on. But I am somewhat somewhat happy that I wasn't live, because that kind of situation is not for, it's not for the internet, as it is not the place where that should be displayed. Now, portions can be discussed, but like that individual, that couldn't have helped the situation. So it was an adventure. But again, guys, as I always state, I only go where God places me, and at that moment, the moderator had called and said, "Hey, we're gonna be here. Where do you want me to meet you?" And I told her one place, but then I changed my mind. I said, "Nah, meet me over here." And she was like, "Okay." She was like, "Okay." And then I began to fish that area as I waited for her. So I don't know, guys. Hopefully that individual gets some help. I am drinking some water back here, guys. But we did not come over here to discuss chaos on the water. We came over here to create chaos on the water, but fishing chaos, guys. Some kind of positive chaos, you know. Show some BBLs and stuff. But let us see what we can do. It's time to hit that switch and handle the business. We are throwing a 1/2 ounce jig out here. Unlimited. I cannot control your speech, dog. Colin, what's going on is we caught one little fish right here. Let's get us some fish here, boys and girls. We will probably have to get off the water around, well, apparently around 2:30-ish, because it's already gonna be 2. How long was that story, guys? That story must have been longer than the actual events. Like, how'd that happen? How do we get a story that was longer than the events? Well, probably because the storyteller just stories on, bro. We're going through some hard bottom right there. Okay, so I don't know if Dead Rabbit... I don't know if Dead Rabbit is aware that I mean, I'm not good at reading Dead Rabbit, but I don't think we can hear what Unlimited writes. I'm just kidding, Dead Rabbit. I'm messing with your player. I know what you meant and how you meant it, dog. I'm just messing with you. We're gonna move in about 2 more casts, guys. There is some nice hard bottom. At this location, Mother Earth has done her squats because there is hard bottom. She definitely has a hard bottom right here. And you gotta just, you know, give props where props are due. If Mother Nature is out here squatting and getting that hard bottom, then, oh, I thought I missed him, but I didn't. I just slammed him so hard that he became weightless. That's how we set the hook here, guys. You feel the bite, you slam the hook, and next thing you know, the fish is not there, but then it reappears. I think he went to another dimension and then got sucked back with that FC sniper. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I'm going to another dimension. And then the FC sniper was like, yoink, back, sucker. Because FC sniper apparently now can keep people from traveling to other dimensions. Look at that, guys. That's the strength of FC sniper. It will keep intergalactic, not intergalactic, just time travel. It will just keep you in your own dimension. There will be no time travel or dimension hopping when FC Sniper is around. I can neither confirm nor deny any of Unlimited's statements. Oh, a little splashy splash, huh? Kendall, I still would hesitate to allow you to get on the boat, bro. And if I let you get on the boat, dog, I would never turn my back to you. I would be fishing like this, dog, the whole time. And I'd be casting like that, and I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, yeah, what's up, Kendall? Oh, you having a great day? Oh, that's good, dog. Heck yeah, that's what's up, bro. Welcome to Silver, this, that, and the other. And I would never turn my back to you, player. I'd just be all like, uh-huh. Oh, that's great, Kendall. Oh, yeah, I know I got a fish on the line. That's fine. I'll land it, Kendall. I will land this fish because, you know, Kendall Brady, I don't know if I could turn my back to Kendall Brady. I know I'm telling you that I'm not going to do any of those sleepover landings right there because I just can't turn my back, dog. Got to keep an eye on you the whole time. Make sure that you're not up to any shenanigans because you could be trying to plant evidence, you know, that that certain things are done on this boat, and I'll be all like, nah, dog, I'm seeing you the whole time. Don't you try it. So, you know, just letting you know, dog, you are welcome on the boat, but it will be like this the entire time. I'll be all like, Kendall Brady, we don't like to get wet on this boat. So this is basically how I'd be. I'll be like, oh, yeah, Kendall, yeah. Great story, dog, great story. Yep, cool. And that's how we'd fish the entire day. I'd be I'd be on the trolling motor backwards like this, bro. Beep, 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 beep. Dude, all the stuff I had to do to make sure that I kept my eye on you, Kendall. Yo, Dennis, that was a little spotty too hottie, dog. I think I've caught 2 spotty too hotties right here. Well, I don't know if I didn't do anything to deserve this is an accurate statement right there, bro. I don't know about that. But all I'm saying, guys, is do not forget about that subscriber giveaway. We will be doing it live. If the storms happen, we will just be doing it from the Tackle Tavern. So my dudes, all you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in the 2.5K subscriber giveaway video, and you will be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. It will be done today. The drawing will happen today at 5 p.m. Central. So if you do not have your entry in by then, the moderator will say better luck next time, because we will be doing it at a minimum 2 more times. And every 500 subscribers, we will drop another 50 for the homies. Just letting you guys know that is how we get down here. We give back to the community. You didn't do enough. Well, what level should I have stopped at there, Kendall? Is the Kendall Brady too much? Is the not turning my back to you too much? Like, which portion? Let me know so that I can better suit the amount of what do we want to? It's not hazing. It's not heckling. It's just, you know, homies hanging out, having conversations. So what level should I stop at, Kendall? All right, guys, let's move. We caught a couple here, but this is not the size that we are looking for. So we are going to move to another spot, and we are going to fish that spot until it gets storm hot. When the storms started rolling in, and I know that my homie Ruben, who's always watching, dog, he's always watching in the background. He will let me know. He'll be like, this just in, alert, 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 storms on the horizon. And he will let me know, dog. And I'll be like, thank you, dog. He'll be like, de nada, vato. I'm like, that's what's up, dog. Let's see what Kendall said here. Mainly just not allowing me to be myself. Kendall, how am I not allowing you to be yourself? Now, I know, Kendall, that there's a particular joke that you want to say, but if I'm not letting you be yourself, bro, that joke is related to Shad. So, and we don't mean real Shad. That joke is related to Shad. Hold on. Uh-oh. What's in the Shad? Oh, hold on, guys. Don't be a dummy. We're good, players. No need to get scared. I pulled out my kill switch. Watch out, everybody got scared. Ay, the drama. This guy with his drama, bro. I mean, I don't know. Fueled, maybe, but I don't think you're gonna make any money, is all I'm saying. So, Kendall, your humor is very Shad related. So I guess all I can tell you is that I'm trying to help you not be a shady person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking out for you, bro. I don't want you to end up being a shady person and then people will be all like, oh my God, that Kendall is so shady. He just comes in here and is trying to shut up the place. So you know what I'm saying, dog? We're here to grow. All right, guys, let us line it up. Okay, Fueled, if you think that that business that you had just requested, if you think that business is only about attitude, then you are sadly mistaken. There is more to that business than just attitude. Attitude does not pay the bills. At least not in that business right there. Guys, 22 said that there was some sort of puckering involved. But bro, I doubt it, dog. It was just, let's figure out the problem. Is that Little John still holding biggest fish? Oh, yes, Rob. Yes, it is. At least on this boat. It was okay, dog. Okay, we should be all right here. All right, vatos locos. This is where we will make our last stand. We shall make our last stand here. well, I wish that cast had gone a little further. But anyways. Whoa. There we go. That's got a little more juice in it. It's got to have grass on it. That's grass. Yep. Definitely some grass. And I just said, yep. And Creole, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to buy some storage wars, lockers. I just said, yep, because I had grass. That tells me that this finesse bait is getting down there. Yes, the BBLs have become camera shy. They are now onto us and they're all like, oh, that's what he's doing. He's showing us to the world. I don't like it. I don't want to be seen out there. Because here's the thing, bro. They're just trying to get a meal. So they're just out there and they're like, oh, yeah, let's go get something to eat. Oh, my God, girl, that's a great idea. But they're not like fixing themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Like during spawning season, these girls went out there and they were like, oh, dude, they were all, I don't want to say make-upped up, but they were all to the T, bro, just set up. Because, you know, some ladies don't need makeup to be beautiful. In fact, I think most ladies don't need makeup to be beautiful, but whatever they use in order for them to find that confidence is fine. So the BBLs are out there and they're all like, oh my God, girl, I'll never go out there. It's mating season right now. I'm not gonna go out there without my makeup on. But right now it's not mating season. So they're all like, bro, I love wearing sweats all day. Oh my God, wow. I haven't even washed my hair for like 5 years. I don't know how long girls don't wash their hair. But I'm just saying, they're down there and they're all like, dude, you think I'm gonna bite that and come out on camera looking like this? I look hideous. So that's the situation, guys. These girls are out there and they're camera shy now. So when the live dies, then they're all like, okay, now I'll go meet him because it's just a one-on-one and it's fine. But if he puts me out on the internet, oh my God, I'm gonna be so mad. So I think that's what's going on here, guys. They are extremely camera shy and there's only so much that I can do trying to get these girls to show up. So I'm throwing all these baits and hoping that they bring the girls hard. Like, it's better than yours. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't know if it's enough to bring them to the yard. But it all makes sense, guys. And that's basically why summer fishing becomes harder when you're getting the big girls, because they don't want to be seen, bros. They just want peace. They want to be all like, oh my God, I can finally breathe out and, you know, just walk in my sweats and not have to just be all like everything all sucked in and at a certain like angles all the time. You know what I'm saying? They could just walk around and be like, I'm human. Okay, everything's good. No, if alive is the stream alive? Nobody knows, but we're gonna fish like it is. Fish like no one's watching. And looking at the numbers, it's possible that no one is watching. So here we go, guys. We are gonna land this fish real quick. Land it the way Unlimited wants us to land it, with a sleepover. Nah, it's got trebles. We don't mess around with trebles. Don't play games, boys. You play games with trebles, you're gonna get hurt. This fish is not a giant. It is just okay. Well, it might be okay, but it's not a giant. It probably still is a little Juan. Pero bros, it's in the boat. Where's my leather lady? As we want to be inclusive, guys, we call our tool a leather lady. Very interesting. This is an oddball hook set. Very, very interesting. Okay. We might have to do some veterinarian work here, guys. So you guys will have to turn away. You can still hear me. You can still hear the status of the patient. Patient's vitals looking good. Nurse, I need some kind of medical word. Stat. It's not every day that you got to be a veterinarian out here, guys, but sometimes it's what's called for. Nurse, prep the patient. Stay with me, nurse. Okay. Nurse, all 3 trebles have been removed. Now how in the holy moly do we get this out of this fool's? Very interesting. Let's go, nurse. Okay. Okay. Nurse, I need 3 cc's of Leatherman. The patient has survived. Now let us weigh the patient. It's a little fatty. And then we must also check the patient for a tag, but I doubt it has a tag. It is a little fatty. It is officially a little Juan. Boom. We got weight. It's a little Juan, guys, but let's put him back in the water. The patient must survive. There we go, patient. Do your thing. There we go. The patient is good to go, guys. Somebody. Hold on, guys. Somebody came in here and said, and I know who this somebody is. I just don't want to say their name because right now they're on my shad list. Somebody just said that I was in drama class instead of wrestling. Senor Unknown, that you could both be in drama class, and I'm not stating that I was, but you could be in drama class and wrestling as well, because as you hear it in the name, drama class is a class, so that would be your regular studies. Wrestling is an after-school event. So, thank you very much. A person could be in wrestling and drama class and a scene. But I don't know if they'd survive both wrestling and drama class, because if you were in drama class, then wrestling might not be for you, as you might not survive. Because these guys will be all like, oh, look at this drama queen and blah, 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 blah. I mean, the writing's on the wall, guys. So many jokes that could be said. So I'm just saying that drama class and wrestling are probably not things you will see hand in hand. But anyways, we have come over here. We caught another little Juan. That little Juan weighed. Let me see what it weighed. But let me say it in the most drama-filled way. Hear ye, the weight of said little Juan, who deserves the response of orale, was 2 pounds, 11 ounces. Now, I could have gone, if only I knew how many pounds, or how pounds and stones converted. Bros, I would have hit you with this many stones and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know how much a stone is in comparison with a pound. So that's why I couldn't give you that information. And that right there was another scene. You see what you're starting, 22. These guys are gonna not like it. They're gonna be all like, oh my God, will he just be normal? Remember when I got serious, guys? When I got serious, it became an unwanted scene here on the boat. But again, guys, remember about the 2.5K subscriber giveaway video, which will be done today. The drawing will be done today at 5 p.m. Central. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in the 2.5K subscriber giveaway video, and you'll be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. It's that simple, dogs. It is that simple. I mean, it don't get any simpler than that. Moderator, are you there? Frickin' drama class. 22. A 2 take. I mean, I got somebody in class would more than likely know et tu, Brute. But you could also just be in English class and have read, I don't know what it is. Is it Hamlet? Maybe it's Hamlet. I don't know. Wherever, it's something Shakespeare where you hear, I think it's something Shakespeare, you hear the phrase et tu, Brute. Et tu, 22. Shwashalo, remixing. Et tu, 22. I didn't even read your comment there, Colin. But okay. So next guess is these guys are going to be all like, hey, this guy is an English teacher. But then I'll be all like, bros, I don't even like to read. So I won't read all their reports. I'll be all like, this is disgusting. Why would I be an English teacher? But I'm just going to tell you, like I believe one of the WWE wrestlers said, guys, save that drama for your mama because I am not in drama. I am not in drama, guys, because that stage couldn't hold me. The world is my stage. That's the difference, guys. That's why I could never be in drama. What? My llegué? My ligue? What? Mi ligue. What is going on here? Moderator, I don't know what you're talking about. All I'm saying is, I just want to know what the weather is. Look at this. The nerds, all the nerds are trying to pick on the jock. I was in wrestling, dogs. It's going to take a lot more than your little nerd jokes to get at me, bros. Freaking nerds. The nerds have united, and they are now trying to take down the jock. Think that just because they've read books, go read some books, that they'll get me, bros. But they're tripping. I don't want to have to engage another segment of my brain. Okay. This is exactly what happened last time, guys. I caught one, and then, well, technically last time I had one slap at it, and then later on I caught one. This time I caught one. And then that was the only fish that was caught here. So, very interesting. Bros, that freaking weight transfer system in these crankbaits is crazy. You cast, and then you hear it go right next to your ear, and you're like, bro, shots fired, shots fired. Though, again, we were throwing a different bait. We switched from the 6XD to this Lucky Craft, blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you guys in a second. This Lucky Craft flat CB D-20. That is what we switched to. Just because we had it in the boat and we're like, let's try it out. Rain coming about 3:30. Don't know about lightning. Whoa, wrestling team are jocks now? Oh. You said, my liege. Well, you see, moderator, that is exactly why you lost me there. Because you have to get it with, yes, my liege. You don't just say, my liege. Because who says that? I had summoned you, and at that point in time, you're supposed to say, yes, my liege, not my liege. Because I would have had your head chopped off with that disrespectful answer if I was the king. I'd be all like, excuse me, what did you say? My liege. What do you mean, my liege? You come in here and say, yes, my liege. And then at that point in time, you could live. But seeing as how you came in with my liege, oh, bro, that's truly disrespectful. Any king worth his weight in gold would have already had you beheaded. Because if you let I forgot the word. I don't want to use servant because then I'm going to get in trouble. If you let one of your, there's a particular word for this. If you let one of your, it's going to be one of these word things that I can't figure out. If you let one of your subjects disrespect you like that, then all the other subjects are going to come in and they're going to have a uprising. There'll be a revolution. You got to make sure that you keep your subjects in check. That's how you pass your classes, children. You keep your subjects in check. My dudes, remember about that subscriber giveaway. I was just hydrating, dudes. Look, bros, we're here double barreling or some water, almost at 2 gallons of water consumed. I could have used another phrase because no way, Jose. We're running a PG-13 channel here, dogs. We ain't gonna go doing crazy statements. Unlimited, you might want to type out BRB because here we go. We're all about to get in trouble again, and it's going to be 22's fault this time. Because 22's out here instigating some chaos. And now we're all going to get grounded. I'm not going to return in the afternoon. I'm going to have to do a Tackle Tavern Rodcast. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm here in the Tackle Tavern, and we're just kind of going to do the giveaway here, and we already know the winner. There's no build up. There's no nothing. Here's the winner. The winner is blah, blah, blah. Reach out to me. Okay, have a great day, guys. And then I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be grounded, and it's all 22's fault. Que pues, 22. How could you do that, dog? You're out here trying to take us all down. All right, guys, we are in about 20-some feet of water. How could you, 22? Well, Unlimited, you better also close the door behind you so that it would look like it's been locked the whole time and it couldn't have been you. You're just all like, nope, I've been in here. It's been locked. No way. I'm a part of all. There is a drastic little drop right here. And by drastic, I mean about like 5 feet. So this thing's all flat, and then it comes out to like 5 feet, a 5-foot drop. Can't believe 22's trying to take us out like that, guys. What's the deal, 22? 22 doesn't want to see any more fishing. He wants freedom. We are now throwing a 1/2 ounce jig, a 1/2 ounce tight lines jig in the color of something. Maybe Mama Bream or Mama Brim. I don't remember. Might even be Pickwick Special. It's some kind of brown jig of some sort. That reminds me. Oh no! Guys, we've lost 22. We have lost 22. 22 has created or has enacted a system shutdown. Well, not shut down, but he's in standby. He's currently conserving energy and he's in standby. Will someone please move the mouse so that 22 AI will re-engage? I'm assuming that's how you cause an AI to come back. I don't know. It's 2:46. Moderator says the rain is coming at 3:30. We recently purchased a new mod box. And the mod box says it's not waterproof, but I never dipped the mod box into water, so I was not expecting it to be waterproof. But we have been out here in crazy amounts of rain, and maybe as the heavy poured from above, that was enough for the mod box to feel like it was underwater. It was raining like crazy. So eventually, it was all like, all right, dog, I give up. Clearly underwater. But on the box, it said weatherproof, maybe, but not waterproof. So what does that mean? Because if it's raining, that's water. What kind of weather? Like sunny weather? It's okay with sunny weather, but not rainy weather? I don't know. Okay, I feel that hard bottom right there. That's what I'm expecting. A lot of rock, a lot of rock. Okay, Colin says that it's just 0.1 of rain. And remember, guys, we are currently at 30 plus, I don't remember, 22 days. In case you guys are new to the channel, we are at 30 plus 22 days, or 21. No. Was it 22? Yeah, it had to have been 22 because that was Emmitt Smith. I don't think we're Jordan right now. I don't think. Maybe 22 days of consecutive fishing. There's no telling. All right, 22, so it can't be submerged, but I think that water must have gotten in when it was raining. Because, bro, I've never submerged that thing underwater. You guys would have seen it with your own eyes if I had submerged it underwater. I have not. All right, guys, we will do one more cast, and then this cast we will then move. Well, we could technically move to a different angle. So let's move to a different angle first, and then we will adjust and move to a different location. It'll be a different angle on this same area right here. Colin, are you saying the water looks good for like swimming and stuff? Hey, that reminds me, Colin's going bass fishing tomorrow. Washallow, Colin's gonna go bass fishing. Colin, so here's a question I got for you, dog. They've shut down bass fishing but it's, how do you shut down bass fishing? Like if I'm out here fishing for a trout or something and I catch a bass, then what? Like, how do you stop me from, or is like the lake closed? Please explain to me, Colin. Collins, I mean. Explain to me how you shut down bass fishing in a location. We are positioning ourselves a little differently in this location. I do not have a front fish finder, so I will open up a map here to see if I can do it a little bit more expediently. And we will just assume that we are correctly positioning ourselves. Okay, so headed in that direction, should be off to our right. And now we'll check exactly what depth we're in. Okay. So it should be roughly right around here somewhere. Let me see if the side imaging shows anything cool. Okay, so I did mark an area here. All right, I'm feeling rock. So you could still catch bass, but you couldn't catch them off the bed. Is that what's going on here? Where's my mask all stupid? Trying to figure out my mask, guys, because it's putting extreme pressure on my ears. I'm trying to figure out why. All right, we are good now. Mask fixed. You gotta change. How can they make you? How do they make you change lures, bro? Like, this is very confusing here. But while you guys are discussing that, let me show you what is behind us. It's very interesting. Come on, buddy. Honor system, pal. Oh, we got some music. Demonetization. The iceberg is coming towards you guys. The Titanic is not heading towards the iceberg. Well, we're going to have to see where exactly this ends up. The total eclipse of the BBLs. Uh-oh. That's a cold wind coming through. That's a cold storm wind coming through. It's getting breezy, boys and girls. It's getting breezy. Lucky Craft hooks, still sharp after all these years. I like it. That was a weird situation right there, guys. Weird situation. But anyways, let's see what we got here. It's getting a little breezy. A little cloudy. Let's figure out what we're gonna do here, guys. Moderator is saying, don't be a chicken, bro. She said, don't be a chicken. Stay out there, you little wuss. But I'll tell you what, bros, this is good for the cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm always cool, but this is good for the cool. The cool is cool. Let's see what we want to do here, guys. Moderator says to keep fishing, though I remember saying that she would have been beheaded. So because of that, she might be trying to dethrone me and be all like, yo, I will not be subjugated to this fool's insanity. Moderator, get me if it needs. Very, very interesting. All right, guys, let's take a little cruise. Where to? Nobody knows. I don't even know, because that's how we handle business, bro. Push around and find out. Ain't worried about it, bro. Take a look at where, okay. Okay, so 22 is saying there's a storm in Scottsboro. I can see it, it's way over there. Moderator saying, moderator is saying, don't be a chicken, bro. Let's take a look at what our side imaging says. We're gonna have to block the sun from behind us. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Dang, bro, the chicken community is getting at me. Don't say chicken like it's a bad thing. The chicken community is coming after me. They're worse than the Taylor Swift, than the Swifties, bro. What's up, Bowie? They are worse than the Swifties. All right, so now the sun is not in my way. Moderator, so there may or may not be rain, but here's the other question. What about the wind? Oh, Steve, it is definitely blue back there, but not blue like beautiful blue skies. I don't want to go fish that spot that I just marked because... Cuba Mario, what's happening? Because those people are just gonna drift right into me. And then we're just gonna have another moment where we're staring at each other like, who's doing what? I used to have a little cloth on here that I would wipe my fish finder off with, but it must have flown off somewhere. Creel probably stole it. I knew it, Creel. I don't really see anything appealing right there. That's a maybe over here. You blew your nose on it, Creel. I knew it. I knew Creel's always up to no good here. Okay, but what did you do with it, bro? That's what I want to know. I could wash it. Because as a gentleman, bro, I will always allow you to use my handkerchief. I'm just a gentleman like that, but I just want to know where it is so that I can freaking use it, wash it, use it, and Ah, Kendall coming through with the education. The French call it a snotrag. There's some breeze coming through right now, guys. We are getting spit at by the boat. These conditions have changed. We went from slightly calm waters to now windy waters. Now let us take a look at our favorite app. Says during this time period there will be 13 to 16 mile per hour winds. Interesting. And then it will go back to chill in a little bit. The boat is rocking. All right, guys, we're gonna spin around town one more time. It's not that we like to waste gas, as we are friendly to the environment, but it is that we gotta take a look-see. Sometimes you just gotta take a look-see. I am driving in circles, but these circles are circles to side image over some stuff. Today, Creel, you'll test my ability to balance, Creel. Washalo, washalo, washalo. That's how I put my hood on, guys. Mike, I am not near Goat Island. I am not near Jordan Island, bro. Nor is LeBron, for that matter. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, actually, that is here and there. You guys hear that bullshit that LeBron said during that interview? Where he was all like, I don't know where this ring culture came from, where we determine how good a player is based on the amount of rings they have. I had to go purchase some steel toes because, bro, if that fool makes my jaw drop like that every time he opens his mouth, oh my God, it's gonna be a bad time for my toe. I thought gout was a problem, but dude, come on, bro. When the narrative fits you, you're like, oh yeah, I'm the greatest. I brought a ring to Cleveland, so that makes me the greatest. But when you can't catch up, then it's all like, why is everybody so interested in rings? Look at all my stats, because I've just been around since I was 18 years old. So, stat padding, bro. This guy's probably not going to retire until he's 50. What that would have accomplished, I don't know. But probably till he's 50, he's going to keep on playing. And then he's about, look, bro, I got the most points in the NBA. He's like, and dog? Who cares? When did championships become a thing? Dog. What? What? When did that culture come about? I don't know, dog. Probably since the beginning of time. What are we doing here, bro? Like, we're setting up these kids to be like, hey, man, I got a lot of three-pointers, so, you know, I should be the best. Nah, dog. You didn't win any championships. You can get on with that mess. I'm just saying, bro. That is some of the weakest shit I've ever heard a grown man say. It was ridiculous. I just couldn't fathom a grown man who has been in athletics all his life saying, when did rings become the measure of how good a player was? What? I'm just assuming he's LeBron from another dimension, because that's the only, and it must be a dimension where stat padding is what it's about. But that doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Never have I heard anybody just say, I should be crowned the king, and this is paraphrased, I should be crowned the king no matter how many championships I do not have, no matter the fact that my finals record is under 500. Like, I should be the king because I've lasted longer and I got more points than anybody else. Come on, dog. Dame creci. It just, I mean, it boggles the mind. Oh, Steve, you know I will engage the core and stay on the balls of my feet, player. That's how we get down out here. Kendall, if you're still backing LeBron after that statement, bro, Come on, dog. He's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He's all like, because he made a statement that, yo, when I brought that ring to Cleveland, that right there made me the greatest. I'm like, all right, all of a sudden rings are okay there, but when you're talking about how we measure a player, now all of a sudden like, oh yeah, but these rings that I'm missing, nah, those don't matter, dog. That's stupid. That don't make any sense, dog. I understand why he's doing it, because he's losing the war there, bro. He's losing the publicity war, because reality is starting to set in on him. He's starting to realize, oh dear God, I'm getting older and I'm not going to be able to catch MJ. Heck, I might not even catch Kobe. Now, dudes, I think even, may Kobe rest in peace, but I think he's rolling over in his grave, bro, because he's all like, are you kidding me, dog? We go from, yo, the job isn't done, a dude shooting free throws with a torn Achilles, to, hey, bro, I'm going to take a day off today because I just don't feel like playing. It's a day that it's a rest day. We go to that? Come on now, dog. And then all this other talk. Come on, bro. LeBron, please. Please, dog. You make it too easy. You make it too easy, dog. I mean, it's essentially writing itself. That would be like if, let's say I entered bass tournaments, and then I'm all like, yo, bro, I mean, come on, dog. I haven't won a bass tournament, but since when do we measure winners by winning? We only measure winners by how many tournaments did I enter? That's stupid. That's what I'm saying, dog. I would never go out there and be like, yo, I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT because I entered every bass tournament on the planet. Never. I would just be all like, well, I got my butt kicked, so we got some learning to do. Let's go do it. But instead, this vato's like, uh-oh, it's slipping away. So, I mean, it's already slipped away in my opinion, but, you know, that's one man's opinion. Allegedly unlimited. Allegedly. But I mean, dudes, that's weak. That is weak. Well, I guess they didn't like that. We're switching over to a jig, guys. We're gonna throw this jig out here. So there is a little, like, I don't know what to call it other than a U. There's a U that comes in right here, and it's about 15 feet out there. I don't know what we're in right now. We gotta take a little look. We're in 20 feet of water, and then it kind of comes up to a point out there. If I mean, because I don't have a fish finder in the front, so if I'm visualizing this, I believe that the U goes like this and then comes back out that way. But we are attempting to see it in our minds and see what the deal is. But only the fish will be able to tell us what actually matters. I agree with you, Colin, but you know, if you like, they'll point to certain stats and stuff, and I'll be like, dude, if we need and so here's the other thing. This guy claims to have read so many books, right? In this statement, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that the saying goes, how is that the end all be all? But his statement is, I forgot what it was. I don't want to misquote him, but he was all like, how is that the something incorrect be all? And I'm all like, bro, aren't you the guy who's always reading books? All right, Creel, I'm going to meet you at the docks at 9 p.m. because that statement went too far. In all be all. So I don't know. I guess we do measure greatness by the number of participation ribbons. You are correct, Steve. So that kind of stuff, I'm all like, dog, come on now, LeBron. How you tripping, bro? And I mean, if I was at this point in time, if I was somebody on the LeBron bandwagon and I was like, nah, LeBron's the greatest. Once I heard that, I would hit the ejector seat, bro. I'd be like, psh. I would, of course, engage the core. And I'd hit the ejector seat and I'd be like, nah, this is weak. Clearly, he's showing the amount of weak that, I mean, how soft he is. Because, bro, that makes no sense. How have you been in sports since before you were 18? And you're all like, wait, you're that we're doing all this to see who could win a championship, and at the end, whoever wins that championship, they're gonna be the best? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, bro. No competitor has that mindset. No killer instinct competitor has that mindset. Everybody knows we play for championships. We play for the chips, bro. We don't play for, hey, bro, I got the MVP. We don't play for, hey, I was Defensive Player of the Year. You can collect them on the way, but you can't be all like, yeah, yep, I'm the best because I have this many participation trophies. That can't be the mindset. We're setting up these poor kids for I don't know, weakness, for, I don't know, bro. The mindset is slowly softening. Oh, Creel. Okay, if that's past your bedtime, then never mind. We shall not meet at the docks.